Remember Noah? He built a giant ark to save his family and animals from the flood. For months the ark floated on endless water, but God never forgot them. The Bible says God remembered Noah, not because he forgot, but because it was time to act. God sent a gentle wind, calming the waters and drying the earth. The rain stopped, and the sun began to shine, slowly drying up the flood. The water went down, and finally, the ark came to rest on Mount Ararat. Inside, everyone waited patiently, trusting God to show them when it was safe to leave. Even though they were eager, they knew God's timing was perfect. God's promise to protect them was never broken. The world was being prepared for a new beginning. Noah and his family trusted God's plan, waiting for his signal to step out. Noah wanted to know if the earth was dry, so he sent out a raven. The raven flew back and forth but found nowhere to land. Next, Noah sent a dove, but she returned, no dry ground yet. A week later, he sent the dove again. This time, she brought back a fresh olive leaf. Noah knew plants were growing and the world was coming back to life. He waited one more week and sent the dove out again. This time, she didn't return. She'd found a home. Noah's heart filled with hope. God's rescue was almost complete. The signs were clear. It was nearly time to leave the ark. Noah's patience and trust in God were rewarded. Soon, a new chapter would begin for everyone on the ark. The earth was ready for life again. God's promise was unfolding before their eyes. At last, God told Noah it was time to leave the ark. Noah, his family, and all the animals stepped onto dry land for the first time in over a year. The world was fresh and new, a true new beginning. Animals ran, jumped, and flew, filling the earth with life again. Noah's first act was to thank God. He built an altar and offered a special gift, showing his gratitude for God's protection. God was pleased with Noah's thankful heart. This moment marked a fresh start for everyone. Noah's trust and thankfulness set the tone for their new life. God's care had brought them through the storm. The world was ready for hope and new beginnings. Noah's faith was the foundation for the future. God made a promise to Noah and all living things. Never again would a flood cover the whole earth. To seal this promise, God placed a rainbow in the sky, a sign for all generations. Every rainbow is a reminder of God's faithfulness and love. The colors stretch across the sky, a beautiful message from God. Whenever we see a rainbow, we remember God keeps his promises. The rainbow is a symbol of hope after every storm. God's promise connects his heart to ours. We can trust him just as Noah did. This story teaches us to be thankful and to trust God's goodness. God's love is always with us, even in hard times. Next time you see a rainbow, remember God's promise to you. Be grateful, be hopeful, and know you are never forgotten. God's colorful promise shines for everyone.